Hey, good morning, Rams. Jim Tabor here. It's game day. Getting excited to take on Jervis here. I just want to take a few minutes to talk about this core value of hospitality and how it relates to the athletic program here at the school. So we kind of stole this core value from the Benedictines up at Mount Angel. It's a central aspect of the Benedictine spirituality, and I really like the line. It begins with how we welcome each person as if they are Christ. So everyone that's coming to the facility here to participate in athletics, we're treating them all like Christ. And one of the ways it sticks out to me is how we do that really, really well here at Regis is our facilities. Since the founding of the school, we've always had some really excellent facilities. And that's not because we have some big giant staff. We've always had a real small but dedicated facility staff. And that continues to this day with Matt Volden, who's just done such a marvelous job, getting everything up to speed for the fall season. And that's a lot of work. Now, he doesn't do that without any help. There's some real dedicated parents who have, jumped in to get involved to, make sure, particularly, the football field's ready and the baseball field's ready. Getting their time over and over again to, support you, the students. We also have the Regis, Athletic Association. Again, a real dedicated group of volunteers who are, taking care of all the logistics issues to make the game an enjoyable experience that, we couldn't live without. So, that's really evident when these visiting teams show up and they see what we have. And it's a way that we, show them respect and recognize them as an important part of this, whole program here. The next place I would say that jumps out to me is, how do we treat the officials? And, it's difficult to be an official. We've seen enough stuff online, to see people just ranting at them and going a little overboard. But I've always been impressed by the coaches, that we have that, yeah, they're going to, if they point something out, they see something that wasn't called correctly, they're going to point it out. But they just, do it in a Christian manner and with respect towards the official, recognizing, that they make mistakes as well and, working with them to make sure the game goes smoothly. So hats off to our coaches on how they treat the officials. And, I see that mimicked by our players as well. The next piece is obviously the opponents. I've always been impressed since my time back here at Regis how our student athletes just really, play so hard in the field and play to win, but always remember the dignity of the people they're playing against. So, you can see this particularly in sports like football and wrestling where there's, intense physical confrontation on the athletic field. You have to see somebody, lend a hand and pull somebody up, or, to see somebody, get tackled by the opposing team and then get up and say, hey, nice job, good tackle, and I think sometimes you can see these opponents going, what is that guy doing? So I think it's a real cool characteristic at Regis where, yeah, compete hard, played hard, knock the guy down, help him back up, knock him down again. And then at the end of the game, to be able to look him in the eye and just acknowledge, his worth as a fellow Christian and thank him for, participating against you and having that respect. So another sign of real hospitality. And then the last thing I'd point out is the second thing I've highlighted in this definition for hospitality. It says to care for each other, we must first truly know each other. And this is kind of an internal thing for us. How well do you know your teammates? How well have you reached out to that new student who may be quiet and is still kind of feeling their way around at Regis to, welcome them into the team? And I think that's probably the ultimate form of hospitality we have here. Because if we can't take care of our own teammates and look out for our own teammates and treat our own teammates like Christ, then we're obviously not going to treat everybody else like Christ. So again, I see hospitality as a really central aspect of what we do for athletics. Really proud of the way you guys are doing it so far this year. Hope you have a great game tonight against Jervis. And hey, great job last night at the volleyball game. Great fan support there. All right, take care. God bless. Go Rams.